Hey everyone, Bekes here. In today's video, I want to talk about isolating yourself, to spend time alone. Just for reminder, I help people to learn how to love themselves and to find their purpose. I try to do like 3 to 4 videos a week in order to help you guys go over there, go where you want to be. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe if you didn't, because I see a lot of people who are watching my video but they are not subscribing. So it will help me to get the message across like the world globes. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for still watching my videos. Even if I know my English is not perfect, too, because I'm a French, but I really like the support that you guys are giving me. So thank you for that, and I'm trying to improve my English as well. I will work on that, I promise. Yeah. Without further ado, let's watch. So today I want to talk about isolation. Isolate yourself. This is you, my unisex figure. So it's for everybody, man or woman. And this is like your life. Like you can see, like I put it as a thought, but it's as well on your reality. You have it inside your mind, but as well on your reality. And the thing is, this is how I guess you live. This is how at least I used to be. So everything was about everything that was outside of me. So yeah, what about my car? Oh, okay, I need to put an insurance. Like, okay, you have this person who's calling you, this person, you think about this person. Oh, just so you know, like this person as well is trying to calling you, and this person wants to see you. And then up someone is calling, you know what I mean? And then up someone wants to go to a crypt with you, and then you don't know like if you want to take the plane or not. And basically like, and then you have your job, and then you want to, I don't know, to watch some social media and watch Netflix, and then you want to go to the cinema, and then you want to go outside in order to eat. So basically, it's a mess. So you don't have any time with yourself. You just like focus on your external world, which is not good because it's a mess. And if it's a mess outside, that means that it's a mess inside your mind as well. Again, remember that your outside world is a reflection of your inner world. So if it's a mess outside, that means that it's a mess inside. For example, if you are struggling with, and this is like how life works, you know what I mean? If you are struggling maybe with your finances, that means that you are struggling elsewhere, or you're struggling within yourself, or you need to put things in order. It can be on your life. It can be like cleaning your home. You know what I mean? It's funny because they are related, but people don't really understand because there is no coalition. I guess it's the word. There is no coalition between both, but on reality they are linked. And in order to fix sometimes some things, you need to fix some things in other area. But anyway, when it's a mess like that, like how can you improve yourself? It's basically impossible because you are giving all your time and energy, because this is the only thing that we have, in the world. People think about money, etc., but not at all. The only thing that you do have is time and energy. This is the only thing that you do have. And why you are not succeeding, or why you are not where you want to be, or why you don't have your soulmate, or why you are not happy, is because you are not using time and energy the right way, the way that you should use time and energy in order to get what you really want. But then, in order to understand what you want, you will need to clean everything in order to have like a white page. So then, when you will isolate yourself, now you can figure it out what you really want, because in this noise, you can't know what you want. It's basically impossible because your mind is all over the place. Like I used to remember when I wanted to make millions, and it was not possible. Impossible because again, like I was someone who was spending time alone, most of the time, but still, like I had some distraction. And when you have distraction, you cannot do things properly. You cannot take yourself seriously, and you have like a clouded vision. You can't see clearly. Yeah, this is a white world. You can't see clearly. But in order to see clearly, you will need to remove the noise, remove the things, and you will need to do things that are unpleasant. You know what I mean? And you can trigger some people Like basically because every time that someone is calling, I used to be like a people pleaser. Like when someone is calling me, I will answer, right away, and then I will spend like 2 hours with them on the phone because they are feeling bad. And then they hang out, they feel better, and me, I feel worse because I absorb the energy of others. But most of the time I have a good energy, so people absorb my energy, I mean, and then they feel better because I give good advice, and then they walk away, and then I'm here with their energy, which I need to transform. I need to alchemize in order to get it out of me. But no more of doing that. Yeah, don't be a people pleaser. Or sometimes, some people want to see you, but be honest with yourself. Like sometimes you don't want to see the people. I mean, I don't care if it's friends, if it's family, if it's whatever, if it's colleague. Sometimes you just want to be alone or maybe to see someone else. Sometimes, like, I used to be a people pleaser, so then when someone is calling me, okay, yeah, let's see, like, we can, like, see each other tomorrow, like, for the whole day, I was like, yeah, 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 let's go, and then I go, but then I regret because I knew that, I wanted to be alone or maybe to work on something or maybe learn piano or maybe doing something. And this is the thing, and people take advantage. And then when you want to see people in order to do something that you want to do, people are like, ah no, I'm busy, ah no, I have something to do, I mean, oh no, I need to see my girlfriend. So you are not a priority into their life. So why would you put them as a priority on your life? You need to have discernment. You need to understand like with who you want to spend time with. And this is how you will get further, into your life. Because again, like I always say in this channel, you are the main character of your life. You are the hero of your life, not anybody else. It's you. You are the hero, and no one else. You know what I mean? So then let's get rid of this mess. Uh, So now, guess what? Now you have a whole whiteboard in order to think of what you really want, and this is the state that you want to be in. Like for me, like before doing my and still, I've done my YouTube channel, but I was on this state, but still I had some things, distraction. But now on the correct moment, this is how I am, currently. But then how do you get into this state? First of all is set boundaries. So this is the hardest thing to do, but learn to say no. Like you set boundaries and you learn to say no. Because this is the main thing. If you are not able to say no, people will take advantage of you. I don't care, again, I don't care who this person is. I don't care if it's your friend, family, or colleague, etc. You need to learn to say no when you don't want to do something, and don't try to create excuses for yourself. Just do the thing. I remember for me, like one time, and I crossed my arm, which you can see like it offend, my person. But I remember one time I was like at my last work, just before like I quit the work, like I think like same day or next day. And my manager asked me to do like a double shift. So I used to work 6 hours, but then if they need or if you want, you can work another 6 hours. So you are doing 12 hours, a day. And I remember like I was already working on myself. So I was already meditating, changing my mind, shift my mindset, seeing things differently. And I remember he asked me like to do a double shift, And then he come to me and say like, yeah, can you like do another shift? And I say like, no. And he say, okay. He say like, you don't want to earn more money? I say, yeah, but no, And then he say like, why? And then I said, like, I have like a doctor appointment, so I cannot remove the appointment. Say, "Yeah, okay, okay, fine." And he left. And then my colleague, heard me. And then I had like, I don't know how you say that. But then I had like a reflection, on myself on what I said. And I said, like, okay, like, why would I lie? I have no appointment, but it's just, I don't want to do it. And this was a big epiphany for me, like, well, first of all, to say no, because on the past, like, it would ask me, like, maybe, like, 2 weeks or 3 weeks prior to this day, I will say yes, even if I don't want to. But then I say no, which is still an improvement, which is good. But then I lied, which I didn't need to lie. Just say no, like, and you have nothing to tell me, and you don't need to over explain yourself. When you don't want to do something, you can say no to someone. They can get offended because people don't like to hear no. They don't like to say no, and they don't like to hear no. And no, it's like the hardest word for people to hear, even for animals. You can just say no. Everybody understand, even animals. So it's not the easiest word to say. Maybe it's the hardest, but this is the most important. And people will respect you over time. You know what I mean? To say no instead of doing something that you don't want. So yeah, set boundaries. So sometimes you will see like you have some friends, and I say it many times, you have some friends that are not your friends. When you go into deep reflection, you will understand that this is not friends. Like it's not give and take, you know what I mean? Like everything need to be equal. And me, I used to be someone who overgive, overdo, other things because you want to do like just good things, you know what I mean? The more I learn, the more I understand that okay, no, this is not good. You don't want to give nothing, but you don't want to give everything as well. You need everything, it's about balance. You really want to do like just what is necessary. Um and you have some friends that they will call you and then you will give your energy, you will give them advice and then they walk away. And or sometimes you will see some friends who are very negative, like I have one friend that when I will see them, I know that I will get out with no energy left because I will talk about like so much negativity within the world for things that doesn't even matter. But I knew that every time that I will go there, I will feel drained. And I remember once they came to my new place, my new apartment, which is really nice and beautiful. I love where I am. But, they will spot the smallest thing that is not good into the apartment to tell you, you know what I mean? You know this mindset, you know this friend, because I'm sure that you have this type of friends within your circle. And these friends, you really want to stop with them because you don't need to get them into your life. It will bring you nothing, and you already know, you know what I mean? And I'm sure that by listening to my video, you already have put some faces into some people's because my story, because we are on the same frequency. So you will have the same challenges that I did add, you know what I mean? So yeah, set boundaries. So you need to cut with some people. And me, I have done it, some people say them, then I love them, etc. But we cannot like be friends together. Like I want to go to a different path and you are on your own path. And that's it. And you just want to stop things with people with love and light, you know what I mean? And then people will understand like in reality they cannot do nothing. Like if someone tell you that they want to go on their separate ways, you just need to respect that and then go, go on your own way. So be honest, and it's very difficult. Like it's not easy, but you will see like it will be necessary. And the universe or God, they will send you like it's a law of replacement. As soon as you remove something in your life, it will give you something that align more with who you are currently. So which is good because you don't want to stay within a relationship because they have been in a relationship since like 10 years, 20 years. And you actually don't want to care about that. You just want to care about, is this person is really good, for me? Is it like two sides or is it only me that give everything, you know what I mean? So yeah. So first of all, it's set boundaries. And then you have to set time alone. This is why, like, I wanted to set boundary first, to then set time alone, because you need to be with yourself. And I know, like, for some cases, it will be very difficult. Like, if you are, with someone in couple, and then you have some child, I'm sure that it will be really difficult. But still, you can still find like an hour or two per day in order to get alone. But the best thing, if you can do it, like if you are like me, like alone, or even if you are, in a relationship, like the person can understand that you will need to spend some time alone. So for me, like I will recommend you, like to, if you can, like spend like a weekend alone, or even more, for me, like the perfect thing will be like, for example, if you can be like 1 month alone, like you will really have time to reflect on yourself. But if you can do like one weekend or 1 week, this will be like really good. out of the noise that we used to have, and then you will understand yourself better. You will have clarity, and you don't want to have your phone like into with all the notification. You really want to have it in airplane mode so you can focus. And then you just want to have a notepad like this, and then write things that you really want to think about, to talk about. Because a lot of things that people have, they put it into their mind, but then they don't like express it, or they don't get it out of the mind, which is bad because you will have no place in order to think about new things, and you won't solve anything by getting things within your mind. So you really want to get it out. But spending time alone is really important because you want to spend time with yourself. You want to spend time with your inner child, which is in other words with your soul. And because like your soul, it's the most important thing that you have, but nobody talks about it. But yeah, this is like the most important thing because you need to understand yourself, because I'm sure that you don't know yourself. Even myself, I still don't know myself, even if I have done a lot of inner work. When I tell you a lot, it's a lot. It's crazy. But I'm still like far from understanding who I am. But now I know who I want to become. I know where I want to be. I know which type of relationship I will allow in my life. I know like what will be a perfect woman for me. And I know like what will be like a good friend for me. So then like I won't give my energy to anyone. Like I don't care like if I don't reply to someone, or if I don't do the things that I used to before. The most important thing is your time and energy. And you don't want to spend your currency like a fool. Be aware of that. And then you want to journal and to meditate. Like these are the main things. Like if you wake up and you just journal at the beginning or at the end of your day, it's a really good thing. I do it daily, and it really helped me like to reflect on my day and to get some space, out of my mind in order to receive some new thinking. And meditation, like this is the basics. Like I talk about it like in any videos. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's the thing that will get you where you want to be in your life. You want to meditate in order to find like peace within, because in order to understand what you want to get in your outer world, you need to go like in your inner world, and your inner world is through meditation. Because meditation, it will help you to shut up your mind, because we always have like a lot of thought. Like within a day, you have 75,000 thoughts, and you have 95% of them which are negative. So by meditating, it will allow yourself to have a less more thought within the day, but it will more importantly be able to catch when you have a negative thought and switch them into like a positive thought. And when you meditate, you will understand what is really important to know in your life. Because I can tell you, for me, some things used to be important, like some things used to be things, and mostly like it was material things. And I know I will get them, but now I'm totally detached from them, because I don't really care. No, it's not important. The most important thing for me, it's love, loving yourself. And this is the main thing. When you love yourself, you attract everything. There is no like other way, because you can have a lot of people who have a lot of money, who are more wealthier than anybody in the world, but still they are sad. And why? Because they don't love themselves. Simply, some people that want to pay even millions, in order to learn how to love themselves. Because if they do, they will automatically attract someone that are on the same level. Because this is the thing, when you don't love yourself, guess what? You will attract and spend your life with someone who don't love themselves either. So when you don't love yourself, you are not happy, and you want to be aware, because some people will say like, no, I'm happy. No, there is like happiness and toxic happiness, like make you people believe that you are happy when you are not, and this is not good, because you are fooling yourself and you are fooling others. So yeah, your focus should be to love yourself. Like if you do that, then you can like put things in order like you really want, not like the society of your environment wants you to do things. You really need to be your own king. You need to be on your sovereignty. Because when you are on your sovereignty, then you are able to move into the right thing, and you will do something because you want to do them, not because people want you to do the thing that they want you to do. Simply, you know what I mean? And when you stand like within your power, when you are centered, then nothing will disturb you in life, you know, and you will become a lot stronger. You will have like a lot less anxiety than you used to, and you will be like a clear thinker, and you will take the action of things that you need to do, and basically you will have no needs, you know, which is the most important things, because then you will be in the right place in order to attract a relationship, you know, because when you need someone, you need something, then you don't attract, you attract nothing, first of all, and you know, for a woman, a man that needs something is not attractive at all, you know. But then when you don't need anything, but then you want something, you want a girl, then you are on the right place to be, because you don't need them, you know, quote unquote, you don't need someone in your life, but you want someone. So which is okay on both sides, you know what I mean? So you will really like see their value and they will see your values instead of seeing like what you need versus what they need, you know what I mean? So yeah, basically like this is like the point that I wanted to cross. You need to isolate yourself in order to have clarity, to know what you want, so then you can rebuild your life into the right way. Yeah, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, and comment maybe. Like tell me like what is your story or what do you want to improve. Like don't hesitate to comment. Like I read every comment and I reply to each of them. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.